Hey everyone, welcome back to Mon Bazou. This is in fact the second episode of this series, so if you missed the first one, be sure to check that one out first so you can see what progress I've gotten so far. And yes, this is me with a green screen, or blue screen I should say. I'm experimenting a little bit, and this one is terrible because I'll show you. All that I've done is string up a bed sheet behind me using a mic stand, which I normally would use when I'm using my wheel so that my setup is a little bit easier. But having this setup allows me to chroma key myself out at least a little bit. You can see my shirt is semi-transparent and everything is very fuzzy, but it's an extremely cheap setup because I already had all this stuff and I figured I would just try it to see what you guys think. And if you like it, I will actually get a real green screen cloth and then set it up a little nicer. But for now, let's get into Mon Bazou. So in the last episode, we died, and also our anxiety went through the roof, and I'm stuck in the chair, which is fine. So it's been a bit of a roller coaster so far in this game, which is to be expected. Our car is currently, our BMW specifically, is currently stuck in the town, and I don't really want to walk all the way over there. So what I'm going to do is drive. We're going to drive the pickup truck, and I'm going to kind of hope that I can use this ratchet strap to attach to the back of the truck and then attach to the back of the BMW, and we can pull it back here. But first things first, as with everything, let's make sure we are getting things off the to-do list, because that's kind of what I want to do. Specifically the debut thing here, we need to get a tire pump from the gas station, I guess, talk to Francis, and then sell firewood to Francis. Those are the goals for today. Also, we have to find Francis. Obviously, I'm looking for parts for the buggy, and obviously we have a garden now. I don't remember when that came up, but yeah, we have a garden and a sugar shack, and yeah, there are definitely some things that we can get to doing. One of them that I want to do is connect to shore power, because it turns out that that's actually a thing, and then we don't have to use this generator anymore, which would be great. But anyway, let's load up the truck with some supplies, because I don't want to die this time. I really would rather not kick the bucket super early like I did previously. So I'm just going to pick up a poutine, and we'll put that in the passenger seat, and same thing with a maple syrup, and then that should be enough just to tide us over. The anxiety part is something I don't really know what to do with at the moment. We're probably going to have high anxiety because I don't have any weed to roll to get it lower, and I don't know if playing music helps with that. Obviously playing games does, and that saving as well, but then that raises all of our other stuff. So yeah, anxiety to the rescue. Let's go off for a little bit of a spin and go pick up our car. I kind of forgot where it is, so let's go find it first. Thank you in the last video for letting me know what some of the slang means. Mon Bazou means my, and then crap box, basically. So it makes a lot of sense for the topic of this game. Obviously we have our crappy BMW, and apparently anxiety is lowered by driving. I guess that's a good thing. We'll keep that in mind. But it makes a lot of sense for the game to be called that, because yeah, that's basically what we're doing, working on crappy cars and hopefully making them a little bit better. I don't know how into the racing I'm gonna get in this game, but we'll see. I'm more interested in the building part of things, and I really don't want to die at any point again, although I have died once so far. And yes, as we have now learned, anxiety is reduced by driving. Maple syrup consumption is probably, or maple syrup thirst is increased. You know, maple syrup is good, but personally, I mean, I probably should have mentioned this before in the earlier stages of this video, but most of you already know that I am Canadian. I live in Canada. So the stereotypes definitely apply to me. Maple syrup here is one of those like delicacies that kind of goes with almost everything, but personally I don't have that much of a... Oh, is that an NPC? Wow. I was gonna say personally I don't have that much of a sweet tooth, but yeah, maple syrup is one of those things that just goes well on everything, especially breakfast. Okay, there's the trailer over there. I think we must have died somewhere around here, and I think that's a car just over there by the store. Go into reverse. Yeah, I remember our stomping ground just a little bit, but thankfully we do have this truck to save us. I should probably start shifting gears as well instead of just staying in first. So we have the gas station here. I'm kind of curious to see how much it costs to fill up, so I'm going to pull the truck up. I actually don't know what side the thing is on for the gas, but we'll figure it out. Gas tank. Oh, it's on this side. Well, maybe that doesn't matter. Maybe we can just pull it all the way over. This is super. We definitely don't want super. Let's take regular. Oh, dang it. Come on. All right, we're going to have to turn around. Okay, gas cap is here. I guess... Oh, we have to right-click to remove it. And then pop this bad boy off. Let's get the regular. I've got no clue how much gas costs, but I kind of want to know. You can't use peasant... Oh, is this thing a diesel? What? Okay, so it just charges it immediately. You don't have to worry at all. But apparently... It's actually not that expensive. I want to fill the truck up completely because we may as well while we can. And that looks shockingly full. Let's stop it there. Top up the cap. And we have spent $26 on gas. We started the game with $100, so I don't... Like, we made a bit of money doing pizza delivery, so gas being that expensive, that's not too bad. And if we take a look at the gauge, after I start the truck, it is full, so that's good. Okay, so next order of business is going to be attempting to pull the car, which may be a little bit harder than it seems. My goal here is fairly simple. I'm going to turn this off again. I kind of have a ritual now for turning off the truck, but I'm just going to grab this thing here, which we have one in each of the cars. I was just trying to see if we could like attach this to the truck or something, and then maybe use it to pull the car, but obviously that's just not the case. So now our car is in the middle of the road, our truck is going to have to go home, and unfortunately, actually, you know what? Hold on a minute, this is coming to me. I've got ideas. If we drive the car home, we take the ATV back, then we can possibly put the ATV in the back of the truck and then drive them both home instead of having to walk back. That's really what I want to do. I just want to avoid having to walk back. So how much gas is in the car? It's pretty low, so I'm gonna... we don't need a handbrake in this thing, it's auto. I'm gonna fill it up anyways, just to have something, I guess. And while we're here as well, we should probably pick up that tire pump, or at least see how much it costs, because it's actually daytime. They have maple syrup, they have coffee, which is $2. They have a shop, which we can check out the cars in, which is cool. So that's a Subaru Impreza up there. At least I believe so. It says Scooby on it, so it makes a lot of sense, like one of those first-gen Imprezas. And then this is an RSX, which is cool as well. But unfortunately, there's nothing else in here to look at yet. So there's an engine in here, a racing engine, in fact, and tire pump is... Oh, this is the tire pump. Harvest bucket, brake rotors, dent repair, rust repair, another adjustable spinner, I guess in case we lose one, and a torch. Okay, let's buy the tire pump because it costs money. And we'll put it in the back of the truck and hang on to it. Actually, while I'm thinking about it, we're not working at home anymore. We're working at the at the gas station, but I may as well pump up the tires on the car. Like, we may as well. Can this car take regular? You can't use this peasant fuel. Again, does everything take super? Okay, I'm filling up the car. I don't know how much it's actually going to take, but we'll just fill it up until it starts leaking out, I guess. I have no idea. How do you check the fuel level? I guess it's that little piece in there. And it does it automatically. It shuts it off, so I guess that's a good way to know. Put the fuel cap on. Very, very important that you put the fuel cap on. And our car is officially fueled up. Okay, work is getting done, boys. Work is getting done. So I only have $26. We should probably go for another night of pizza deliveries. But I want to pump up these tires. And literally all you have to do is hold it down, apparently. I'm going for that 35 spec. I figure that's probably good enough. I like how the tire actually reacts to me pumping it up too. Although it is kind of hard to see the gauge when the whole pump thing is moving. Not that big a deal, but just a small thing. I also really like how we can lower our anxiety by driving, because I intend to be driving a lot. So having low anxiety is a good thing. We don't want to run on that too high. And then if I end up dying by mistake, which is very, very likely, then yeah, we can just lower it by going somewhere. Not that big a deal. Okay, truck is set, car is set. Did I leave this on by accident? No, I did not. Project Car Rescue Mission is resounding so far a success. I'm wondering if the pizza delivery place... Oh, geez. I'm wondering if the pizza delivery place has any openings at the moment. So let's go get the ATV and we'll come back and then rescue the truck. And then we should hopefully have some freedom to roam around here a little bit. Also, I don't know... Oh, this is an end. This is a cul-de-sac at the end here with nothing here, so obviously I'm going the wrong way. So I came from this way, so I'm going to go this way. And obviously we don't have anything to post, so yeah, I guess we're just driving around now. The automatic transmission in this really does let the engine rev up though. Like getting up past 5,000 RPM, that's pretty high. Thinking about it in terms of realistically, my Infinity automatic transmission, unless you like actually gun it and it downshifts for you, very, very rarely does it go over 3,000 RPM. I do that all the time in my own personal car. Like I'm above 3,000 RPM constantly. Oh, we're going to the right, I believe. Like in my manual car, I mean, going over 3,000 RPM is just all in a day's work. But for an auto, not really. Okay, there's a house there. I wonder if that's Francis's house. I'm very curious, and obviously we have a little bit of time. I'm not doing too bad on the old maple syrup stuff, although that is the one to watch. We may end up dying from thirst, but this could potentially be somebody interesting. And it looks like he has a truck too, and there is a little marker here as well. So I'm gonna pop in. I wonder if we can just steal vehicles. That would be awesome. My inner GTA is coming out as I look at this guy's truck and kind of wonder. Oh, it has no interior, so... Firewood... Oh, place firewood here to sell. Okay, so we did find Francis. Goodness. Let's go talk to him and see what he has to say. How's life? We just completed the second floor in the garage. So much room for activities. Well, I respect that. He's got a really nice house. This is way nicer than our house. The tree is a little suspect looking. It looks like it's literally just been painted onto his place. I'm not sure if eventually we can fix that or something. It's just... really awkward, and then this deck area looks unfinished, so maybe there are more tasks in this area for us. But now we know, big white house, wood delivery. This is our boy Francis, and yeah, we may as well do some wood delivery today too if I can. You know, the funny thing about driving lowering anxiety in this game is that for a lot of people, driving increases anxiety significantly. Like my wife, as an example, is not a very, well, back when I met her, I should say, she wasn't a very confident driver. And I remember going out with her for the first time driving her mom's van, and I was scared. It was not very confidence-inspiring. Okay, and we made it. Hey, we made it home. I should say now, though, in her defense, she has gotten way better at driving through the act of practice, and I think that's really the key. Okay, so our BMW is home, and we've actually checked off something on the to-do list as well, which was talk to Francis. Now we just have to sell firewood to Francis and I guess potentially increase our relationship status with our own brother. Not that kind of relationship, okay? This is not that kind of game. Although it is Quebec. Apologies to anybody who lives in Quebec for the jokes that I'll make during this. Okay, start the ATV. It doesn't have any gear indicators or anything, which is unfortunate. Some ATVs do have that kind of thing, so... There's a parking brake on the ATV. I didn't know that was a thing. Okay, let's go over and pick up the truck. And then basically I'm using this as the... Oh my goodness, gears. I'm using this as the motorbike in my summer car. Which is an extremely useful vehicle, by the way. And it's unfortunate that we don't have one. But an ATV makes a lot of sense. So I'm fine with it. Okay, so it's 4:48. In real time. I think the store closes at 5:30, something like that. I don't know how much money I have, but I'm going to try to buy stuff instead of using my reserves because I feel like eventually that's going to run out. But if we have some money, then we can also go grocery shopping and just fill the truck with stuff and then keep doing these wood deliveries until that area is spent. I don't know if we can just load up his wood till the end of time or if we just run out of trees or something, but I want to make sure to get that sorted. So the plan with this is find a ditch and then drive into it and then, well, back the truck into the ditch, I should say. So back the truck into the ditch, then drive the ATV into the back of the truck and then hope that it stays in there when I drive home. That's the goal. Driving an ATV on public roads, that seems like a very northern Canada thing to do. So in the town that I live in, it is extremely common to see snowmobiles go up and down the roads, so much so that it is actually legal, depending on what road you're on. Major roads you're not allowed to use the snowmobile on, but local roads you can actually legally drive up and down them if you adhere to the speed limit, which is pretty funny. But it's a very Canada thing, I think. So snowmobiles are actually a viable thing for transportation in the winter, and personally I think that's a lot of fun. Okay, here comes the tough part. We got to get the truck backed up somewhere. This looks like a pretty decent ditch, so maybe we can try that, but it's going to have to be fairly low to be able to get the ATV in, I would think. So wish me luck. We may have to go to the off-road course or something. Oh, hold on a minute. The shop appears to be closed, but the door is open. The store is closed now. Now get out. No, so we can leave the door open to the shop. They don't just close it, but we can't buy anything when the store's closed. Man. Well, oh well, I'll just leave the door open. Okay, so that's a fairly deep thing to get over. Let's try and use the power of physics to get our truck in this position that we need. Is that low enough? Probably not. Alright, here's the true test. This is what it was all about. Get that ATV in the back, please. Oh, no! It's darn close, though. It's definitely definitely close. I'm kind of interested if I can die in this game by crashing into something. We are running out of maple syrup at the moment, which means we should probably hit up the pizza shop, which I believe is right there, and maybe get some food, but I'm gonna run for it here. Second gear. No, it's not that easy. Okay, we're gonna have to do more. We need a bigger slope. Oh my goodness, the pizza shop only has poutine. It only has poutine! No! And the takeout area is closed at the moment, which is unfortunate. Oh, this is bad. It's a good thing I brought an extra maple syrup, but I think that's only going to provide us enough to get home. Maple syrup, down the hatch. Okay, we're good. If we end up falling asleep somewhere, it's not that big a deal. Okay, I'm going to use advanced tire pumping strategies, except we can't pump up the wheels on the truck. I was going to lower the wheels on the truck all the way down to try and make it a little bit easier. But first thing to do now is just find a more significant slope. So let's do that quick. Yes, it's gonna work. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is definitely gonna work because it'll drive in there and then we can hope that it stays. Okay, so the logs are the right way to go. I'll be right back. My energy is really failing now. And I don't want to run because I feel like that's just going to make me fall asleep in the game. So there she is. Yeah, screw what I said about running. We got to get this done now so I can get back to the home base and sleep. And then we can start selling wood because we only have $26. And yikes. Things aren't going terrible, but they're not going well either. Okay, ATV is on. ATV has lights as well. Let's drive forwards. Man, the lights on the ATV are actually really bright. What a sight to behold to see it all the way up there. You know, I didn't think I was going to be able to drive on the wood. I don't know why. I just didn't think it was going to be possible. So I'm very happy to see this. Okay, here we go. Neutral. There we go. Up into first. I just want to be in first gear. Oh, yes! It's in. Parking brake. Turn it off. Yes, it works. Okay, the back of the truck will not close, but I do feel like this is a step up. Alright, in the wee hours of the morning, we officially get into our big boy. I'm gonna well, I'll start it up first. We're neutral. I'm gonna drop the... Oh, dang, no, it fell out. Okay, hold on a minute. This is where the tricky part comes in, keeping it on. Okay, handle. Yes, it stayed closed. And I think it's locked in. Okay, this time we got it. I fell asleep and hit my head and died. What the heck? No! I thought I'd just pass out. Oh my goodness, what on this earth? Okay, and somebody told me as well that this skull symbol is depression or something. I thought it was because I was dying of anxiety, but obviously not. So that was worth it, I guess. Oh, that sucks. Man, that sucks so much. Okay, I'm gonna go on a grand adventure. I'm gonna go pick up the truck and attempt to bring it back here by walking, because honestly, I think that's the only thing I can do now. I guess the only way to keep that away is to drink coffee or something to get my energy back, but obviously I couldn't. I didn't bring a coffee, so I didn't have any energy left, and I died. I thought I'd just fall asleep, but obviously not. And I was trying to avoid having to walk all the way back, and here we are walking all the way back. Also, I left the truck running, so I really hope that it's not still running, otherwise we wasted all that money on gas. Oh man, if it's out of gas, I'm gonna be so pissed. But anyway, let's just keep this moving. Does this depression make me slower? I feel like I'm moving slower. Come on, wear off, please. I just want to go home. Okay, now that I say that, one merciful thing about this game in comparison to My Summer Car is My Summer Car, you die, you wake up in the graveyard. In this game, you actually wake up at home, so I guess that is a big difference. It means that I don't have to stock a vehicle at the graveyard specifically to drive home if I die, because this, well, negates that. So your speed seems to be halved when you're in that depression state, I guess. So this is going to go a lot quicker than I thought. I was really worried there that we were just going to take 15 minutes to walk all the way back, but thankfully, we're moving. And it looks like you can't die from max anxiety, so I don't really know what the point of that is. And I'm almost keen on just ignoring it, because driving lowers it, not doing anything at all with the meter raises it, I guess, and we're just maximum anxiety, so who cares? We're alive, we're good. Okay, the things that you notice when you're just walking around, there is a staircase leading into that windmill. So what is in there? I'm not ready to explore it yet, but maybe one day. Okay, I just realized that there's a potato in the back of the car that I completely forgot about. And I should probably do something with that because that's for the gardening thing. So remind me if I forget and I start looking for a potato that it is in fact in the back of the BMW. This thing here reminded me of it. That we should probably start working the farm and make our own food. You know, one thing that's also missing in this game is there's no bus, so I'm kind of just stuck at this point. You do have to walk everywhere. You can't take the bus. I can see it. It's still over there. It looks like the lights are still on too, which means it's probably still running, so rest in peace, my truck's gasoline. It's been running for like a day. Just let it idle for a day. That's good for it. The good news is driving back should get us a net positive on the anxiety front, and delivering some wood. Oh, there's a guy I can talk to. Hold on a minute. I'm going to try and talk to this man. As I was going to say, though, delivering wood might let us make back some of the money that I spent this this video. Mon Bazou. Or Mr. Bonjour. It's just, his name is Mr. Hello. That's... Yeah, okay. Unless that's something that he's saying to me, it seems like he's just named Hello. And this street is just named Cul-de-sac, because obviously it is. And all things said and done, we have officially made it to the truck, which I am going to turn off. It has indeed been running this entire time. Okay, it's 3 o'clock. Let's go get some stuff done. Maybe, just maybe, I can actually do something. By the way, that whole little thing that we did there burned a quarter tank of gas. So I guess not the end of the world, but not ideal. Anyway, we're good. We're in reverse, and I'm just gonna slowly creep her out. Come on. Okay, let's go into 4-wheel drive. Slowly. Okay, 4-wheel drive works. That's a good sign. But our ATV is officially coming home. Back into 2-wheel, and... Yes! I've done it! Okay, so as long as you don't screw anything up majorly, you can basically do the same thing as me, just using the wood. And I can see in the little mirror that the ATV is indeed there, so we will watch that intently to make sure that we don't lose our load. Okay, the truck is a little slip-slidey on the old roads here in 2-wheel drive. It's not a powerful beast by any means, and now it has a bunch of weight in the back, but I thought it'd drive better than this. Third gear rips pretty hard, and I'm thankful that the ATV is at least still sticking with us. No! Oh my goodness, I thought I lost it. I thought that was the end. Oh man, that would have been a disaster. After all we've been through, Mr. ATV, you are not allowed to leave on me yet. It's only now that I'm noticing the roughness of the truck's ride. I don't know exactly why it's this rough, but it just is. Maybe with weight in the back it has different physics, I don't know. I didn't think that this game would be that that full yet, but you never know. And there's our house right here. So the brothers thing, Francis specifically, seems to be a different approach on the house because I don't remember seeing it like that when we came here before. Hold on a minute. Okay, ATV coming out. ATV actually has a hitch on it, so maybe this is what tows the small trailer. There you go, buddy. Okay, launch it off the back. Okay, finally all the cars are home. My goodness. I haven't a clue how much fuel the ATV has, but I'm just going to take it up the road a little bit. I'm going to try and go this way because I don't think I've gone this way before, just in preparation for our visit. I want to see what's around our area, having not explored at all, really. Okay, so there's a road out to what seems like nothing over there, and then his house is right here. So it is a little bit off of the normal route that I take, but thankfully fairly easy to find, so we'll just keep that in mind as we travel around a little bit. He's basically just past a gigantic bridge. Okay, made it back. I want to try and chop some wood this episode. I know that things are getting a little bit longer than usual, but I'm just having some fun. I've been wanting to play this game for a week, so cut me some slack on that one. Okay, our stats are looking good. Let's move, well, let's back the truck up, I guess, and then start chopping wood. How do we chop down wood? I'm assuming these dead trees, birch tree, maple tree. Do we need an axe? I assume so. Oh, no, we have a chainsaw, and the chainsaw doesn't appear to have any, like, materials that it needs, so I guess we just start chopping down trees. Birch trees are not trees you generally want to chop down, by the way. They are endangered. Don't chop down birch trees. Except in this game, I guess. Okay, that is probably the lamest chainsaw ever made. I'm gonna leave it here. And then I guess we'll back the truck over this way. I'm gonna lose the load if I do that. No, wait, we need to chop all this wood first, so let's bring this over here. Okay, so this first sort of setup is going to be our test bed for the future. Basically, I'm going to try to... I can't throw things, I guess. Yeah, it doesn't really throw. I guess I can throw things a little bit, but it's not quite, quite as much as I'd like. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut off this one tree, which I'm assuming they eventually grow back. Maybe not. There are a lot of trees to cut down in our little forest here, so we're going to turn to deforestation in order to get a good setup going. But let's take this, put it on this, I guess. Does this need to be turned on first? Oh, we might be able to put this thing on the back of the ATV. Oh, hold on a minute. Is this just a full-on logging operation now? Okay, I'm going to put that on. And it officially cut it in half. So I guess that's that. Fairly easy to do. And you can just grab the initial log immediately as well. Okay, let's grab the truck, back it up, and do one load of this. Okay, it's getting dark, but I've managed to load up the truck with a load of birch wood. Birch firewood, I guess. We have our own fire pit down there, so I'm wondering if we can actually use it. But other than that, we officially, hopefully, can make some money on this. Again, not exactly knowing how this all works. I'm going to have the lights on so we don't get lost here. And yeah, this should be fairly easy. I'm just gonna go slow, just nice and slow driving, not gonna run into the ditch because that's a very easy thing to do with this. And we'll just kind of try to go and sell. Oh, I just ran into the ditch. Okay, try and go and sell this stuff to our brother who lives just down the way. Not very far either. Wood is still there. Wood is no. Oh my goodness, I'm so dumb. Oh no. Oh, that was horrible. Guys, this is just a lesson, okay? Make sure you know not to drive into a ditch because you're distracted by your cargo. My wood is all over the place. Oh, okay, it's mostly up here, but it's so dark. No. Ah, this sucks. I feel like a complete idiot, and now I'm making it worse for myself by running into stuff. Um, I don't know how the heck I'm gonna get out of this while keeping the wood intact, because this is a ridiculous slope. Um, so I'm gonna drive out of it first, and then I'm gonna load all the wood up. Um, yeah, but I'm gonna have to do it in the dark apparently. You know what? Screw it. I'm coming back in the daytime. I am not dealing with this now. We're going back home, boys. Okay, so I finally got the wood in the back. That was a bit of a journey. You can see the truck is kind of moving on its own, and that has me worried. So I'm gonna drive this time a lot nicer and not bother to look back at the pile of wood in the back. We will instead make the very short trek over to his house. It is honestly so close that, yeah, I'm a complete idiot. That was really, really dumb. Let's just go slowly and see what he'll give me for all of this firewood. There might still be some in the forest over there, but I kind of hope not. Anyway, let's drive in. Place firewood here to sell. So I guess I just have to take it out of the bed. That's fairly easy to do. Wait a second, where did it all go? Oh, never mind. Okay, it goes automatically. Okay, so we still have a little bit left. I'm going to try to just back it in and see if it disappears. Okay, good. And it looks like officially we have made back most of the money that I spent on random stuff in the game. So we've got poutine still. Man. Let's go home, let's save, and I think that's going to be it. Home sweet home. We finally made it back to our resting place. Not final resting place though, we ain't dying yet. However, I think the generator is almost dead, so it's totally possible that I'm not going to be able to save, which is really bad. Please, please, please have enough to boot up the computer. Please, please, please. Anyway, guys, saving or not, this is going to be it for this episode. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Let me know what you thought of this progress in the comments. Way more than I thought there was going to be, but a little bit of a hiccup along the way. Maybe a few issues here and there. It's not the end of the world, though. Let's save the game, and I'll see you guys again next time.